Good morning. Welcome back. Let's get this party started. We really have nothing planned today for news. Really nothing to keep an eye out for. I mean, at 8:30 you have building permits and housing starts, but I mean, I don't really think that'll affect the market that much. But clear skies ahead as far as economic events, planned economic events are concerned. No real headlines that came out overnight. So let's do our usual breakdown, starting with the dollar, rates, indices, equities, you know, all that good stuff, and see what we got planned for today. The dollar pushing up towards the top of the range here. The last few days have been in consolidation ahead of Fed. Most likely won't get a major move ahead of the Fed tomorrow, which is tomorrow, obviously. However, it's could get some good moves today elsewhere, but looking at it as far as levels, holding this 109.77 breakout, that's been the latest between some days. It's now the support of today, of this morning. Overnight session, London session gave us a push above, and now pre-New York we're holding as support at that 109.77 breakout point. We are holding up and flagging at highs, which is positive news. However, I talked about this yesterday. Probably not going to break out or break down until tomorrow, given that the Fed is tomorrow. And if we only do 75 basis points, only, I say only, because it's dovish now, probably get some profit taking and some in a drop off that. But we'll see. Other than that, today probably going to see some chop around with the dollar. Don't really expect anything to be broken or any major moves to happen. No planned economic events, and it's stuck in a range right now ahead of tomorrow. Looking at the equities, the ES, we were actually pushing up overnight in the overnight session to fill that gap. Actually, well, last night, into the close, we had a really strong rally through, and if you look at the SPY, we were more or less filled the gap, just rallying overnight last night. And now currently we're seeing a rejection of that retest and of that gap fill, kind of what we were expecting. If you look at the 4-hour time frame on the ES, moved up into the close, had a little bit of a pop overnight in the afternoon hours, and then London session, early morning, we started pulling off and rejecting that gap fill and that retest of the breakdown here. So I'd expect us to continue down today and maintain that range in between 3,900 and 3,850. Definitely going to be an interesting day, because we're sitting at 3,900, and so 3,900 was that really important, I guess, level that we had to hold for bulls to be in control, and vice versa. And so right now you can see that this whole zone that I have drawn is the major area of indecision. It's like the neutrality point here. and we're now sitting really at it or right below it. And so I'd expect us to maintain this as some resistance and head back down towards 38.50 today. Maintain this sideways consolidation here ahead of the Fed, and then we'll then see what the Fed gives us. But we're looking at lower time frames. I'd like to see one of two things. I'd like to see this consolidation here at 3,900 heading towards New York Open, and then we'll get some type of move. You either get a breakdown down towards 38.75, or you get a break up, retest this this previous double top, and then continue back down towards NYSE Open. Those are one or two things that I'll be looking for in the ES today. Taking a look at rates, rates are continuing higher and going through highs of 2022 ever since I think it was 2011. I want to say 2000. I think it was 2011. Yeah. And so if you look at the current area that we're running into, 3.59 is the next stop, I believe, for rates. Right now we're 3.545 and continuing pretty strong right now. Should give us a little bit of pop in the dollar, but keeping an eye on this area here. This is an area where we've had a lot of rejections. It's a significant pivot point in some areas of the chart as well. So 3.59 is going to be the first area to keep an eye on for rates. Taking a look at VIX, see if the VIX had any movement. No, say VIX is still pretty low, chilling in this 28 to 25 range here. Consolidation. Maybe we get a little pop today towards the upper end of this consolidation, then heading into Fed tomorrow. I hope we get a push out of here. The rates right now, I think there's a lot more to go with the market down until we get that. Rates until we get that VIX movement. So right now, it's kind of hanging out. Really no elevation or volatility right now. But yeah, that's really everything that I was keeping an eye on heading into the trading hours. Overnight markets are weak today. If you look at the DAX is down 1.5%. Hang Seng's down. FTSE is down. So yeah, got some pretty weak action overnight in the foreign markets. So maybe we get the same thing in the US markets. Before I hop into Forex, I'm going to cover my gold trade before it gets going here. So I am long gold, and then I'm just going to cover this trade, then hop into Forex, and then I'll come back to commodities. Main thing I'm watching here is we had this low being formed 2 days ago. We had this consolidated low, break below as a nice stop grab, liquidity grab, break above, come back down to retest that liquidity grab here, and then continued out of here, creating now these higher lows. We just came down this morning after hours, rejected double top, pretty weak, came down this morning, found a new higher low, 1 hour bullish candle close, finding some nice support here at this previous rejection zone. And so after now that we have that bullish close on the hourly, I'd expect us now to respect this rejection area and then have it pop out of here back towards highs, creating a potential triple top and wedging tighter in here, and then maybe breaking out towards 1685 depending on what the dollar does. that's my expectations for this trade. And yeah, so I'll leave it at that, and then I'm gonna hop back to gold and oil in a little bit after I cover Forex. Pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. Alrighty. Remove drawings. So yesterday came into a previous zone of rejection and contention. Printed a nice bullish close at that area of support. And it looks nice from this breakout, retest, bullish close for a continuation out of here. Current daily candle today, seems like overnight gave us a little bit of a retest, and now we're pushing bullish out of the zone here. Looking at the 1 hour, take a look at the 1 hour here. We did have a nice descending trend line here that we just broke during London session open, and then retested on this pre-New York pullback, and now we printed a nice bullish engulfing hourly candle here, and so I'd expect to get a nice continuation out of here, back up towards 165 for the day potentially. I'm eyeing up this 165.600 or 165.739 area. This is the most recent intersection point of that descending trend line, which is going to be the area that you want to keep an eye on with this breakout. And so potential trade idea here, taking a long here, stop below the hourly low, take profit back up in this area, 3.5 to 1. I'm not taking it yet because my expectations, looking at the 4 hour, are we get a run up here heading into a nicey open. Nicey open, we get that 4 hour close. I'd like to see a bearish 4 hour close as like a pullback back down into this zone here where we had this previous rejection and support. And then buying there for now after that 4 hour retest, continuation up towards this 165.600 area. This would be my expectations in the 4 hour, and so I'll wait for any entries on pound yen until after nicey open. However, it does have some good levels to trade early morning hours. If it breaks this 163.410, could have a potential run. My only issue with this is there's really no clean range for it to go. You have a wick here, some wicks 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 here. It's it's very choppy on the way up, and so you really need some volume to come in to push it through those wicks. And so that's why I'm waiting for nicey open, because I think we'll maybe run through here, run into some resistance, pull back, nicey open, and then we get a rally out of here with some volume, is my expectations. But however, if you were to buy this breakout here, a potential area to take profit would be around 164.750. And so you still have about 35 pip potential range in here for the breakout. As far as shorts go, this would be a nice area to short off of 163, or right below that 164 quarter point, pushing back down towards 163.675, about 30 pips. So this is the morning range if you're looking for a breakout or breakdown. However, if you're looking for a longer move, a bigger move, and a more probabilistic move, as you wait for the 4-hour nicey close, pull back, and then run. Pound AUD. Still sitting in this range here, this daily range. Been sitting in it for about a month now. One thing I'm keeping an eye on here is the overall structure is you're creating higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and now potentially pushing up to create a higher high. So looking for a bullish continuation here with pound AUD. I'm looking at intraday chart. A breakout of around 170, 700 area. Potential bullish continuation there. Ideally to around 171, 150, somewhere in this zone here. You want to front run these previous rejection wicks in here. Whoops. And so range to the upside is around 45 pips. Decent range. Range to the downside, I look for sells below the lows of this consolidation at 170, 400. Range is about 25 pips if you're just looking for most recent support. Otherwise, you could probably get a push back down towards lows here or daily open around 47 pips. So this is the idea for pound AUD. Interesting buys right now though. It is creating a nice flag off this bullish momentum here to then potentially continue on out of here and break out. Could be pretty interesting buys here. I'd consider the buys off of a 30-minute close. 30-minute has ran into some problems here with these rejections. And so if I get a 30-minute close in 3 minutes and it closes bullish at the support, I'm going to consider buys here. This is why I'm waiting, because you can see this potential 30-minute rejection. Euro JPY. Again, sitting in this daily high consolidation, most likely waiting for the dollar rate hikes because it is the euro and the yen. Yesterday closed the bullish engulfing, finding support at 143. Current daily running into this previous wick area and showing some rejection there and pulling back. Buyers getting absorbed. And so we don't know if we're going to break the low and continue back down towards 143. Or if we continue to fill this wick and push back up towards the rejection of 144. Pretty tight range. Really no clean entries. No clean entries. I'm probably going to say from Euro JPY today. It's pretty choppy in this range and it's not huge. Pound AUD pulling off. Pound yen in this consolidation zone here. And just like that, pound AUD buys are invalidated. Unless in the next 45 seconds we find some buying. Let's take a look at commodities now. Oil's in this pretty interesting range here. Not really a tradable range, but does have some really big potential on a break. So it's pinned really in this tight range. Not really a really tight range, but it's not a good range. It's not a clean range. And so I'd look for buys or sells on the breakouts. Potential buys on the break of where all of these rejection wicks were before, sitting at 86.15 area, which is the high of the day. So if we can break the high of the day during a high volume time, this one will have to be probably closer to 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is likely because we're sitting at the bottom of the range right now. However, long breakouts above 86.10 during a high volume time, we could get a pretty decent run out of it. Just north of 87 would be my target. Around 87.20. As far as sells, sells for oil again, this would have to be during a high volume time because I don't really like the range of today versus 2 days ago. This is a much bigger range. And we're now sitting in a smaller range of that bigger range. And so breakout of either way is going to run into some pretty like heavy rejection either way. And so that's why I said I need to see if I'm playing this smaller range, it's going to have to be a high volume time, so we have enough momentum and strength to break through and fight through the previous rejection area. Otherwise, I'd expect us to end up wicking down and rejecting this whole area here or up here if it's not during a high volume time around 9 o'clock. So I'm going to require some patience on the charts this morning. Taking a look at gold, kind of just sitting there. 30-minute closed, bullish engulfing with a wick on both ends here. Current 30-minute coming down, opened 3 minutes ago. And we're coming down to retest this previous wick area, potentially then leaving a lower wick and then pushing up higher for this continued breakout. I'd expect this 30-minute to create a lower wick, push up into 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock open, this 30-minute close amongst these wicks, get some volume come in, COMEX open, comes in, and we push it up higher in order to take profit. And so this is the idea we're going to run with today. Platinum. So you're trading platinum, huh? The average daily pip movement. Just from eyeballing it, let's see. Let me figure that out for you. I've never traded platinum, so I want to see if I can figure it out for you. So I don't even know how platinum works. It seems like it's $250 pips maybe. That's a tough one, dude. I've never traded platinum before. I'd say you're probably good for around 200 pips. I say around 200 pips would be okay. It seems like on good days you can get a little over 200, but on like average days it's like 150. So I'd say like 150 to 200 pips would be ideal. And so looking at platinum today, you can expect a run up towards, heard good things, it trends smooth. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I mean, I'm a big gold trader, so I imagine it would probably trade pretty decent. Yeah, it's interesting. Looking at this chart though, shot some divergence here, running up towards to create this double bottom. And now I'd expect today to run up into this previous area of resistance here towards 935. Has some range in it today. That'd be around 170 pips to 937. So nice 1 hour bullish engulfing. Should get a nice continuation here. Yeah, but let me know how it goes, because I'm intrigued now. Platinum seems interesting. Gold's dropping off a little bit. Coming down to retest this wick area in the 1 hour. Stop sitting right below the low of this hourly, of the previous hourly. Sitting right below. Dollar looks like it might pick up some strength here, which is probably going to weigh on gold a little bit. I'm going to pick up some US 30 here. Idea behind US 30 is we're sitting at this previous support, previous area of rejections. This is where we had the lows before we broke out here, or broke down here. And now this is where the highs were before we continued back out of this range. So we're now finding some pretty decent support here. A lot of rejection. And so we're currently pushing back down to retest those wicks. So I'm picking some up here in expectations that we create some more wicks and grind back up towards an icy open. And then an icy open from 3,100, 31,000 will drive us back down ideally. So looking for a little bit of a pop here in equities. Nice 1 hour fat rejection to the downside. 15 minutes left in this current hour, which gives us 8 o'clock New York open volume. So we'll see what it gives us. Gold giving us potential 1 hour rejection wick, respecting the previous hour low, which is good. That's why you place your stops below the lows and highs, because it should respect market structure. And so that's why I place my stop below this low here, to see if now if it respects it and flips bullish again to continue out of here. $15-minute close across the board. Getting a pump in the dollar here, a little bit of an acceleration out of this previous consolidation. Nice close. So if we start rallying out of here, gonna be a little heavy on my two positions as far as long gold and long US 30. Structure should at least respect itself though. So it might take a little more time for this gold play to work out, but should respect structure. Overall, producing these nice higher lows, currently sitting at this higher lows. Current last 15-minute candle came down, gave us another retest. So heading into 8 o'clock, 8:20 COMEX open, we should get a nice rally out of here, respect the lows, and then push back up to create this wedge here. Hopped in a little early, but as long as you place your stops below market structure, it still should respect. Oil might not break out of its range until 9. Even then, might not, because you have big day tomorrow. And I think tomorrow is inventory numbers. Yeah, crude oil inventories at 10:30 as well. So it's crude oil inventories tomorrow and the rate hike. So tomorrow's a big day for oil. So might see that continued consolidation today. .30-minute leaving a nice rejection wick potentially the next 10 minutes. Pretty strong flat top here for an 8 o'clock, 8:20 COMEX break. Nice 5-minute higher low, throwing a doji and a bullish engulfing. Should get a nice bullish sequence out of here. As expected, US 30 came down, gave us another retest of this support being found with the wick, and we're now getting bought back up. Sellers are getting absorbed here. And so looking at it, I'd expect us to break the high of the current 30-minute candle and continue bullish. And so what you're seeing here is you're seeing support being found, confirmation of support, retest of support to then continue bullish here. So US 30 looking nice. Gold pushing out of here as well, holding up. So I like my two positions. They're both looking really good. Pound yen, pound AUD still hanging out in their consolidation range. No moves on them yet. Got about 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes till New York Open. Get some fresh volume in the market. That'll give us hourly closes. And I'd like to see a stronger hourly close in both gold and US 30. So hoping to get the last 7 minutes of buying. I gotta decide who to pick on my survivor pool this week in football. Gotta see what the games and the matchups look like. 5 minutes left until the hourly close, New York Open. So I'm just going to let them breathe and hang out until then. And we'll hop back in to the charts in a couple minutes when New York opens. Not playing Thursday's game, definitely not. Chargers against Kansas City. Right. I need to go to week 3. Week 3? No. It's preseason. Week 3. Here we go. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Hell no. Houston at Chicago. Raiders at Tennessee. I like to pick the home teams. San Francisco at Denver, Green Bay at Tampa Bay, Atlanta at Seattle, Rams in Arizona. I already picked the Chargers. I would say Chargers might be a good game, but I already picked them. This is a tough one. I feel like all the home teams are going to lose. I'll come back to this. It'll take some more studying. Here we go. 2 minutes left, picking up in New York Open. Gold's picking up a little bit. One minute. Getting a pretty decent close here in gold. Look at that nice fat 30-minute rejection. 15-minute bullish engulfing potentially in 40 seconds. Hourly closing bullish with a nice big rejection. I think we get a nice squeeze here with New York and Commodities Open coming in. US 30 just kind of hanging out here, holding up, which is good. New York Open. Let's take a look at the closes. Nice 30-minute rejection, hourly. Rejection all around here in gold, so I'm still liking this trade. I want to see it through. US 30, kind of just sitting in this consolidation right now. But we are sitting at some pretty strong support, strong rejection area here. So I'm still okay with this trade as well. Cool. Just going to sit in them and let them play out. stuck in this consolidation. Pound yen, pound AUD still in the consolidation as well. Not much really else going on out there today. Seeing a lot of consolidation right now. Heading into nicey New York Open. Oil's consolidating, gold's consolidating, US 30, and the equities consolidating. Pound yen, pound AUD consolidating. The dollar breaking out of here. Dollar's having a nice run. Back up towards consolidation highs here. 110. We're not prioritizing a free trade deal with the United States in the short term. Yeah, I'm out of the US 30. US 30 is not looking too good, too hot. Charts are looking a little weak here. Gold's still respecting structure. Kind of ugly all around. Ugly market today. Not a pretty day. I mean, I'll wait till COMEX open to see what gold does, but I'm hopping off after COMEX open because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good day of trading out there. I mean, you do have, keep in mind, you do have rate hikes tomorrow. So it's going to be a little choppy in front of that. Seven and a half minutes left to roughly until COMEX open. Still finding that support and rejection in gold, so a lot of support being found here, a lot of rejection, so still some decent potential in gold in COMEX open. It's just taking its time. 3.5 minutes left. Dixie looked so top yesterday with that wick, now up again. Of course it is. Of course it's back up. Do you not listen to anything I say, Board Alarm? Dixie listens to me. Listens to me. But, yeah. Breaking out nice right now, though. Probably want to hang out in this consolidation until the rate hikes. Dude, I've been sitting in this gold long for forever now. Look at these rejection wicks to the downside, though. I think it'll end up working out towards COMEX Open. Just took a while. Been sitting in it for about 2 hours with nothing to show for it, other than still being in the trade. One minute and 40 seconds. Can't do anything fun until it goes down. I know. I know. I don't know though. How's it supposed to go down? Dude. What the hell? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. This market's dead today. It is absolutely dead today. Everything except the dollar is dead. Commodities, Forex. Dude, there ain't shit out there. Oil. Christ, gold, you're killing me. I already know what's going to happen. I can tell you right now what's going to happen. COMEX Open is going to wick down to around right here. And then go just like this. That's what's going to happen. Bitcoin had a nice daily bottom wick yesterday. Oh shit. Yeah, and now it leaves a nice wick fill. Alright, let's watch COMEX Open. And it is uneventful. Great. COMEX Open was the only chance I had. Of getting a potential rally out of here. And there's nothing. Nice. Unbelievable. I'm trying to find a time frame to just watch that makes it seem like it's moving so I can get some excitement. Oh god. That's exactly what I said, dude. It's gonna come down, hit my stop, move down to like 1664, and then pop. 100%. 100%. That's all right. I didn't need the profits from yesterday anyway. It's looking dog. Five-second chart. Don't tease me. Ah. Dang it, you need premium? Who the fuck pays for premium on TradingView? Nobody. Nobody. You're lucky I pay for Pro. Oh my god. Here it comes. Here it comes. I've written probably 30k lines of code in TradingView and refused to pay for it because their ads are so annoying. Dude, their ads are really annoying. You're right. And here we go. Yeah, dude, it's just whatever. Dude, I don't fucking know. All I know is this is the ugliest price action that I've ever seen in my life. Dude, look at this 15-minute chart in the last 2 hours. The last 2.5 hours. Well, 3 hours if you bring it over. Look at this 3 hours of price action. God, this is so fucking ugly. Oh. God, I hate this market. I hate this fucking government. I hate this administration. I hate this market. I hate everybody. I hate everything. It's so annoying. Dude, the market did not used to be like this. I'm about to start trading the London session. London session has all the freaking good moves. And then we had the New York session where you get traders scared to trade. Dude, look at, if this thing fucking just wicks my stop out and just runs, I'm running away. I quit. I'm hopping off though. I ain't sitting during this bullshit today, so. That's a good clip for the summary. Yeah. I am donezo. I'm hopping off because I'm not sitting there into this bullshit. I'm not watching gold run to my take profit before it wakes me out. So, all right, guys, I'm hopping off. Did you get stopped there? Yes, I got stopped there. Oh, I got stopped there. Yes, I did. I'm fucking calling it a day, dude. We'll see if I trade New York or the NYSE Open. Maybe I'll trade NYSE Open with the NASDAQ or something. Maybe the NASDAQ will give me something good. Make my money back. Maybe I make some money today, but we'll see. Not looking promising, but I'll see it on the Vant ratio at 1. See ya.